And come to hands and knees. You could just set your blanket aside. If you have super sensitive knees, you can have the blanket underneath the knees at any time. We're going to come right into a downward facing dog. Make sure there's a lot of feet or space between your feet and your hands so that your heels might even be lifted. I even have them resting conveniently on this blanket. And then instead of really kind of wrenching and pressing your chest toward your thighs, it's more about coming forward a little bit and then lifting up through the inner deltoid, hollowing out the armpits, melting the heart here. So strong, right? And then keeping that, maintain that strength. Bend your knees a little bit, lift your tailbone. Maybe lower your heels a little bit to the mat, but it's not a down dog like this. That's a no-no. Keep the natural curve in your lumbar spine. All right, enough alignment. Inhale, come forward plank. Exhale, down dog. Start to move with your breath. Inhale, plank. No rush. Exhale, dog. Press down into your first finger. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. This one you'll hold and stay. Remember, knees can always come down. And then keep your toe step, come into a modified up dog. So slowly lower your hips. And then roll the head of the arm bones back. Lift the chest. Open the heart. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. Lower the hips more. Open the heart. Gaze forward. And then downward facing dog. Good. Knees come down. Hips stay stacked over knees. Walk your hands forward. Anahata asana or puppy pose. Forehead or chin down. Getting a nice pec stretch here. You can also tent the fingers, lift the palms, lift the elbows, and then lift the tailbone. Take the gaze forward. Feel the stretch of the chest opening and your shoulder blades drawing together and down your back. And they don't come together because they technically won't touch, but toward each other. Good. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck toes. Lift hips. Inhale, breath. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, little steps or little hop. And then big hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Grab hold opposite elbows. Sway a little side to side. Good. Release the fingertips down to your mat. Walk your hands up the front of your body. And come to Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms out, palms touch. Hands to heart, exhale. 2 more just like that. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep pressing your thighs back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands at heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. And then grab hold of opposite elbows. So I'm going to face you. You're still facing the top of your mat. Freeing your face with your hands. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sway to your right. Hips go to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, sway to the left. Come back through center, switch the grip. Inhale. Exhale, sway right, hips left. Inhale, center. Exhale, sway to the left, hips right. Press thighs back. Inhale, come up through center. Reach your arms up, interlace your fingers. And then cup the back of the skull with your hands. your palms. And then elbows face forward and lift up. Let the weight of the head be supported in the hands. Foundation. Down with your feet, thighs, press back. Bottom of sacrum draws down just a little bit. Keep lifting up and out of the sternum. Gaze is up. Big breath in. And exhale, reach up. Hinge at hips, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot back. Back knee comes down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And then exhale, knees might come down. If you're ready for your push-up, you'll take it, come to a low plank or to your belly. Untuck toes, head to arm bones, lift away from the floor, chest rises, big breath in. Exhale, release down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, hug in. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, and then stay. Take it to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the middle. Press the earth away, round the spine to make space for your right foot to step through your hands. Back knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Lift back knee, back thigh. Step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Round one. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge at hips, fold. Good. Inhale, look forward, long spine. Exhale, left foot steps back this time, back knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank or to your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobes. Lift chest. Good. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, stay, hold. Swing it to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the middle. Press the earth away. Step the foot through the hands, back knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Lift back knee, back thigh. Step forward. Forward fold. Good, and then reach all the way up. Stand tall, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Chair pose, sit back. Knees bend, booty back. Bottom of the sacrum draws down. So we don't have a duck butt here where you're really sticking out. Ouch. But you're not so tucked under. So it's just right in between. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Good, lift halfway, lengthen. And then step back down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, low plank or to the belly. Inhale, up dog, draw the bottom tips of the scapula toward each other. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot through. Back heel down. Inhale, reach arms up. Try to square hips as much as you can toward the front of your mat. Reach your arms up. Warrior one. Palms might come together. Back leg straight and strong. Front knee at 90. Bend your front knee. Good. Now take your left arm underneath the right, eagle arms. Inhale, reach up, look up, little back bend. Exhale, keep the legs strong. Fold inside your front knee. And let the head go. Squeeze the heels toward each other. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Start to check in, see how balance is today. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, stay. So look back at your back foot, bend deeper into your front knee. Keep this eagle bind. Let the neck be soft, jaw soft. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale, nose, mouth is closed. Squeeze heels toward each other. Inhale, come up. Good. Lift the back heel. Release the bind. Reach up, palms touch. And then step forward. Tadasana. Notice the difference between the sides. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Inhale, reach up. Press thighs back, hinge at hips, fold. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale, down dog. So full in-breath brings you to your plank. Full exhale brings you all the way down to your mat or to a push-up. You can take the elbows wide a little bit in cobra. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Lift heart. And slowly lower. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward, back heel down. Inhale, reach arms up. Good, palms can come together, squaring hips to the front of the mat as much as they'll allow. 90-degree bend in the front knee. Outer left hip peels back. Bottom of sacrum draws down. So these little fine-tuning tips will give you greater stretch, greater strength, greater range of motion in your practice. Right arm underneath left. Inhale, reach up, look up. Keep the integrity of the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold inside your front knee. Keep bringing the heels toward each other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay in this fold. Rebend into your front knee. Peel the left hip back. Hang the head. Ujjayi breath. Good. Squeeze feet toward each other. Come back up. Release the bind. Reach up. Back heel lifts. And step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Come back to your intention. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at hips, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, plank. And then you choose push up to the belly, up dog, or cobra, down dog. Step your right foot through the hands, back heel down, open warrior two. Thing to note in warrior two is this back leg coming forward. So we want the chest square toward me. Rebend into your front knee. Press this thigh back and then hug your right sits bone under. Now let the arms dangle. And as my teacher says, you'll come into like WTF arms. So it is kind of like a W, palms face up. Keep bending into your front knee. Now, hollow the armpit. So draw the shoulders up toward the ears and roll the head of the arm bones back. Bottom of the sacrum down. Reach the arms long. Flip the palms down. Notice, do you have more space everywhere with correct alignment? And all you're taking is the gaze forward, nothing else. Chest stays square to me. Hips are a little bit open. Good, flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, half moon. Maybe a step, maybe lots of steps. So left hip opens up, Right fingertips start to come down to your blocker mat. This front foot's at 12 o'clock. Keep your left leg in line with your torso so you can lift it. Left arm reaches up. Good, and then lift the knife edge of your foot, straighten your standing leg. And from the pelvis, just elongate through the legs and the arms, the crown of the head. Lots of expansion here, lots of space. Elongate through your lifted leg to bring yourself back to your warrior two. Straighten your front knee. Turn toes to the long edge of your mat. We're going to go right to a straddle forward bend. So interlace fingers behind the low back. Draw the knuckles down, lift the heart. Lead with your heart as you hinge at your hips and fold. Squeezing arms together, but also pulling apart at the same time. Hinging at hips. Lifting through sits bones. Shake your head no. Nod yes. Good, release your hands to your mat. Walk them to the back of your mat. Come to a plank. Inhale, shift forward. You choose your flow here, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot through your hands. Back heel down, come on up. Warrior two, same principles, back thigh back. Left sits bone hugs under. You might need to lengthen the space between your feet. Chest square to me. Let the arms hang. What the fuck arms? Good, hollow out the armpits. You actually kind of shrug the shoulders to the ears, to be honest. And then roll the head of the arm bones back. Straighten the arms, flip the palms, just the gaze. Over the left index finger. Breathe. Bend deeper into your left knee. Good, half moon. So stepper steps will get you there. I just like to put a hand in front of the right hip to help me start to open this. Keep this right leg straight. I also have a wall that's coming in handy here. And then right arm reaches up. From the pelvis, ground down into your standing leg and make that lifted leg as strong as the one that you're standing on. And then from the pelvis, expand out through the crown of the head, the fingertips, the toes. Lift the right leg a little higher. And then slowly, warrior two. Straighten front knee, turn toes toward the long edge of your mat. Hands at hips. Lead with sternum. Hinge at your hips. Hands come down right underneath the shoulders. Left hand stays rooted. Right arm reaches up. Gaze can go up. Play with shifting the weight to the balls of your feet and to your heels. Notice what feels better. Keep lifting up through the sits bones and the tail. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Expanding and extending from tailbone through the crown. And you're twisting from your core, not your limbs. Good, left hand comes down. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Find plank. Inhale, shift. Take your flow or skip it. Cobra or upward dog to downward dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Roll forward to plank. Left hand stays rooted, heels to the left. Side plank, right arm reaches up. And then you might bend your top knee, press down into the ball of the right foot, And press into the entirety of the sole of the left foot. Lift pelvis and heart. Reach to the top of the mat. Good, right hand down. Plank. Other side, heels to right. Left arm reaches up, lift hips. And then you decide if you want to move on. Step back in the ball of the left foot. Reach, reach, reach. And come back. Good, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Hinging at hips. Maybe sway a little side to side. So keep your feet hips width distance apart. Step your right foot back. Both feet are down on your mat and they are as wide as your hips, or think of railroad tracks. Left hip scooches back. Fingertips walk forward. Again, length from tail through the crown. And then pressing your pubic bone between your legs automatically like lights up the back of the left leg. Scoot your hips back, walk your hands forward, and then press the earth away. Try not to round your low back. You still have alignment of that lumbar curve, so just keep that integrity there. You might have hands on blocks as well. You might even move your hips a little side to side, especially if you're kind of feeling a little stuck. Good, walk your hands forward, bend both knees, step to the top of your mat, fold. Left foot steps back, both feet down. Right hip peels back. So first, pubic bone back between the thighs, widen the back of the pelvis, hinging at your hips, leading with your heart forward. Walk your fingers forward, press down into the big toe mounds of both feet. Try to lift your pinky toe off the mat. That'll help hug your shins in and widen the backs of the thighs. Press the earth away. You'll probably feel this in the calves and the hammies, maybe outer hip. Good. Little bend in both knees, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, reach arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, Tadasana, close your eyes. Tune back into your breath and your intention. Ujjayi breath. Good, we'll move on to some back bending. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at hips, fold. Step your right foot back. Back knee down. This is where you might want the blanket underneath the back knee. So slide your back knee back so you're not on the top of the kneecap, you're more on the bottom of the thigh. Start to lower your hips down and then press your pubic bone back between your legs and draw the bottom of your sacrum down. So you've got force rooting down through the feet, which also helps you lift up through the pelvis, squeezing inner thighs toward each other. Reach your arms up just like we did before. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Front ribs draw down toward the navel. Inhale, lift up through the sternum. Framing the face with the arms, breathing. Big stretch in the front of the right hip flexor. Maybe even walk your back knee back a little bit. Now reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, and cup the back of your neck with your hands. Squeeze the elbows together, and then take the gaze up. So not moving the feet, it's like they're dragging toward each other. Lifting out of the hips, not dumping into the low back. Keep squeezing the elbows toward each other and look up. Good, come back up, reach up, hands come down, lift back knee, back thigh, maybe a step or a couple steps to the top of your mat. Forward fold, notice how does your body feel. Other side, left foot back, back knee down, scoop the back knee back, and reach the arms up. Make sure you're not splaying out of these ribs. They draw down toward the navel, bottom of the sacrum, down toward your mat. Arms reach up, grab hold of opposite elbows, the opposite way. It might feel funny, frame the face. Keep squeezing the front heel toward the back knee. That'll keep your inner thighs hugging in. And then really press down into the ball of both feet. Look up. Now reach the arms up, interlace the fingers the unhabitual way. Cup the back of the neck, elbows in toward each other. Lift them up, breathe. Good. Bring your hands down and then just step the foot back. You're on your shins and your heels are right outside your outer hips. Rest your hands on your thighs. Notice the heart rate and dial back into that Ujjayi breath. Receive all the benefits of the practice thus far. Good, now come up on your shins, tuck toes. And then for camel, we're gonna do like a modified camel first. So grabbing onto the hips and then pressing pubic bone back, draw the bottom of the sacrum down. This feels like really strong here. Lift armpits up to ears, draw head of the arm bones back, let the hands dangle. Keep squeezing the inner thighs toward each other, pressing down to the balls of the feet. Take your left hand to your left hip and hold the right heel or just fingertips to the right heel. Turn your sternum up. Maybe take the gaze up or just the gaze forward if that feels better for your neck. Breathe, open up your heart space. Front of hips, squeeze thighs together to come up. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand, right hip. Left arm kind of dangles. Roll the head of the arm bone back, scapula down the spine. And then just see, can you reach for the left heel? Spiral chest open. Bottom of the sacrum draws down. Sternum lifts. Gaze forward. Or slide the jaw back like it's on a railroad track and then take the gaze up. Squeeze the inner thighs together, come up. Untuck toes. Take a break, reflect, rest. Good. Come on back up. So round 2, this will be the last round. If you know you can get into this with your toes untucked, great. I'm going to keep the heels up. Same principles. So grounding down into the balls of the feet. Pubic bone back, sacrum draws down. Ribs toward navel. And then roll the head of the arm bones back. You can just kind of let the arms dangle as you squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. Maybe one heel is accessible, maybe the other. And this could be fine for you, or you might cup the heels. Draw the bottom of the scapula down the back and toward each other, piercing the back of the heart. Lifting up through the sternum and breathing. It's safe for the neck. You'll take the gaze up. One more inhale. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs together. Untuck toes. And rest. Good. Come off to one side, take the legs long, and come on down to your back. You can grab a block. So lots of back bending there. Let's just stabilize the back with a little core work. So taking the legs up, drawing sits bones forward. I have enough space for my arm underneath my low back. Knees can be bent if you'd like. Right leg lowers and lifts, left lowers and lifts. Stay with that or try both legs. If you start feeling tension in your neck or you tighten your jaw or your low back becomes compromised, you're going to bend your knees, not take the legs as low, or you're going to play with one leg at a time. Now when both legs come back up, little lift to the tailbone, like micro lift, and then lower. Little micro lift, try to kick the ceiling up, and come up, and lower, and lift. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring the feet down, right ankle crosses over left thigh, sits bones roll forward, and then maybe grab the space between the thighs. Roll a little side to side. Maybe hover on that left hip a little bit, really enjoy the outer stretch on that right side. Come back through center, unwind, left ankle crosses over right thigh. Sits bones roll forward, draw the shape to the chest, breathe. And then hover maybe on that right hip for a little bit. And come back. Both feet come down, soles of feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, one hand heart, one hand belly. Let all that hard work settle in. Good, and then straighten one leg, followed by the other, arms out to the sides, Shavasana. Making any little micro adjustments you need to fully surrender to the earth. If you have time and want more relaxation, you might take legs up the wall or just stay here as long as you like. If you need just a little bit more fire, maybe it's the morning or lunch, you need to be energized, you might take another back bend like bridge or wheel. Come back to the moment. Deepen your breath. Bring some movement in fingers and toes. Reach your arms overhead, big, full, juicy body stretch. Exhale out all your breath. Taking the biggest inhale you can. Hold, sip in a little bit more air, and release. Draw knees to chest. Roll to one side, take your time. Or rock and roll up to a seat. Once you get there, just keep your eyes closed. Rest hands. Notice how you feel now compared to when you stepped onto your mat.
It takes so much courage to show up every day to your practice, on your mat, to notice how your body's feeling. Notice if you have more space between your thoughts. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and think about your intention one more time. Big breath in, big breath out. Can you carry this yoga buzz off your mat today? Practice compassion, patience, love with yourself and others. Namaste.